All right. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? All right. So let's start with today's weekly outlook, and I think weekly outlook. We are also going to talk about some other. This week I'm trading live on YouTube too, so I'm back to live streams this week. So let's start with pairs that I'm going to trade or pairs that I'm looking at for the week. Yeah, let's start with that for the week. I hope everyone is good. I hope everyone is good. How was your weekend? How's your weekend? How was your weekend? All right, so let me know where you are coming from. Let's backtest this quickly. So we are going to this week is I think this week is 27th. I'm going to talk about the market from 27th till 1st July. Next week is NFP. Right, next week is NFP. So we are going to also talk about that. Right, so we are going to just talk about what we are to expect on the market this week from 27th June till 1st July. All right, so let's start with it. Let me know where you guys are coming from. If you just joined the live stream, please like. I see 132 people on the live stream so far. 132 people, I think 134. So just 20 likes. Let's make sure those likes goes up. All right, today is Sunday. I've never done this before. It's an initiative that I started recently. All right, so tomorrow live streams we are going to start. I'm going to make this very very simple and quick. But before that, let's at least get 100 likes. If you just joined, kindly like, and let me know where you're coming from. All right, so as I'm coming from Accra, please talk about hedge funds. Okay, I'll talk about hedge funds. Right, so this is what I think about hedge funds, right? Not everyone can afford, the kind of, not everyone can afford the kind of big accounts. Not everyone is even having time to trade. So I feel like, okay, let me just do a hedge fund for people to kind of invest. Just let me do the work for you, and you kind of stay where you are and receive your funds monthly. That's basically that for the hedge funds, right? Basically that for the hedge funds. So that's that for the hedge funds. Oh, are you coming to Sunyani? Yes, I would be in Sunyani. I think 17th July. That's the day of our event. That's the day of our event in Sunyani. That'll be the day of our event in Sunyani. I'm going to talk about that, but let's get to work first, right? So this week is one of the weeks, one of the amazing weeks. This week is last week was kind of choppy, right? I'm going to explain what happened last week, fundamental wise, technical wise, what have you, right? I'm going to explain everything, everything. All right, so let's start. So DXY, let's start with DXY. I'm talking about DXY. So DXY, this has been happening on DXY. DXY normally or basically affects all pairs, most pairs in the market, especially for those that love trading USD, right? So if basically if the USD DXY, that's the dollar index, if it's buying, right, you are likely to see if dollar is strong, if the USD is strong, that means you are likely to see stocks crash, cryptocurrencies crash, and we are also likely to see, I think, let me put it here, stocks, cryptocurrencies, and we are also likely to see pairs, XXX USD pairs also what fall with it. So DXY plays a major role in your analysis. If you are going to analyze the market, you should always, kind of look at the DX or what's happening on the DXY. Now let's try to look at what's happened on the DXY. Now this is the DXY on the 1D time frame. You are seeing series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Price went for a lower high. Price came for a lower low here. Couldn't, kind of retested an area here, and we had a breakout. Price formed a higher low here, so definitely we are seeing another possible higher low, right? Sorry, a higher high here, so we are possibly seeing a higher low here before price kind of retest back to this level. So if we have two scenarios on DXY, if DXY fails to break, I see this is currently consolidating. That's why that's happened last week. That's why last week prices or market was a bit choppy, and we weren't able to see the market, behavior, the market movement really well, right? So this week for DXY is still choppy, but I see DXY push to the upside to a target. You can write it down if you want, right? DXY should push to the target, I think 106 or 107. I wouldn't be surprised if I see DXY push to the target 106 or 107, because we are having an uptrend move here, right? So uptrend, we're looking for series of higher lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. So if price is choppy, price was choppy last week. That's why you saw US30 goes up, it comes down. It wasn't stable. A lot of pairs weren't stable. It was because DXY was very choppy, right? It was very choppy. So I see DXY go to the level. I wouldn't be surprised seeing DXY go to the level 106 or 107, somewhere there. Like it has to come up here. And whenever you are seeing DXY moving to the upside, it gives you the yardstick of looking for these opportunities in the market. USD XXX pairs should be buying, and XXX USD pairs to be selling, right? Basically that this buys, this sells. So if I'm saying that we are going to be seeing DXY to be buying, that means I'm looking for DXY to be moving to the upside and XXX USD pairs to be moving to the downside. Basically that. So my target for USD, for pair one, we are looking at DXY. That's a future pair. There are a lot of future pairs. That's the Euro futures, the Britain pound futures, the Swiss futures, or the card futures. There are lots of futures, but let's focus on USD for this week. So basically, I'm expecting USD DXY to break above this whole level, and I'm looking for the target 107 on DXY. Right, let's talk about the second pair. Basically, I prepared another pair. That's the EU, right? Euro USD. Euro USD also, if DXY is falling, right, what happens to the Euro USD? What do you guys think? Anyone on the comment section? If we are having DXY, if we are expecting a bullish move on DXY, what do you think will happen to the Euro USD? Anyone Anyone? We are going to talk about US 30 and all those pairs later, a bit later. Right. So if you are having this move on the DXY, that means you should be looking for selling opportunities basically on the Euro USD. Why? Because I said if DXY is buying, right, look for, that means if USD XXX, including USD CHF, USD JPY, USD CAD, if they are buying, be looking for sales in the XXX, USD pairs, right? So basically they are going to be looking for shorts, right? You're going to be looking for shorts in them. Now this is what I think on we have a major resistance somewhere here on Euro USD. So I would be wanting to see Euro USD move to this pattern, right? Have this pattern, price goes to this upside, fail to break above, and we will see price break below to the downside. What will be my target? My target would be if price would be able to break below this whole trend line. There will be a trend line here, so I want to see price break below this trend line and maybe give us something like this, a breakout, a retest, and we go to the downside, or a straight or a clear break to the downside. So I would be looking at this is my target for the week on Euro USD, 1.03582, right? I would want to see market go to 1.03582 on Euro USD. So I want to see this on Euro USD, right? So that's my target for Euro USD. So this week Euro USD, I'm looking for selling opportunities on Euro USD to the target 1.3582. It's on your screen, so you can write it somewhere too if you want. All right, let's go to the next pair. Let's talk about the next pair, right? Same thing on odd USD. Let's talk about odd USD. Now, one thing that people don't know is odd USD correlates with gold. So the movement of odd USD would correlate with gold. That means if odd USD is buying, gold would also be buying, right? If that's selling, that's also going to be selling. This is the 1D time frame, right? So this is what I'm also seeing. This is a bit of weekly outlook for Euro USD. So for odd USD, there's a resistance here. I would love to see price break above this, right? We have two biases here. Price can get to this level, then we see sales, or price has to get to this level, right, before we see market move to the down direction, right? So I would love to see another breakout like what we saw on the other pair, that's the Euro USD. I would love to see a future breakout here. Price would be moving here and would have a retest, then we move to the downside to this target at least. So my target for odd USD is 0.675, and I told you something minutes ago that if you are looking for odd USD sales, that means you are looking for gold sales because it correlates with gold. So my target for odd USD should be 0.67500, right? 0.67500 on odd USD. Right, I don't know if you guys have any question on that. Please, what time frame are you using? I'm using the 1D time frame. Right? Why am I using the 1D time frame? Because you need to know the direction of the market, right? You need to know your targets before you even try to break it down to the 1 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame, what have you, right? I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's talk about the next pair, right? USD JPY. So if same analysis here, if I'm saying that we are looking for buying opportunities on DXY, what opportunities would we be looking at on USD JPY? Because listen, USD XXS is what, bullish, USD should be what, bearish. So what opportunities would we be looking for on the USD JPY?
Bullish,
kind of pattern, right? So if you are looking at that, I want to see price have a breakout. But tomorrow is Monday. I'll not be looking for more opportunities on Monday, I would be looking at something like that. Let me show you guys what I want to see on the 4-hour time frame. I want to see this happen. I want to see price break above this whole level, because look at what's happening here. I want to see this consolidate to this whole level, right? That's price is already consolidating. I want to see price come to this level, then we see a breakout above this. There should be a trend line here. There should be a reasonable trend line here. So I want to see price break above this trend line, maybe come for a retest before we see the whole trend up. So Monday, Tuesday, I'm not going to really trade USDJP. I'm just going to watch it, because there's going to be a lot of consolidation here. Price is already consolidating, right? So I want to see price have that kind of breakout, a breakout, of this level, because this is definitely going to reject tomorrow. So tomorrow you're going to likely see on the Asian session USDJPY should be selling. It breaks above, come for a retest maybe on Tuesday, Wednesday, then we'll see the real direction. Remember, next week is NFP, so you want to catch a lot of moves here, because market is going to be very slow, the following week. And listen, when there's NFP, a week before NFP, markets are always fast, markets are always volatile. So this is a week for you to make all the monies that you want to, because next week markets are going to be very choppy as usual. I see this week to be a clear breakout weeks, one of the clearest breakouts, in trading, right? Because last week was very, very choppy. A lot of traders didn't trade at all because they wanted to reserve their capital for this week. And I always tell people that, listen, if not trading is sometimes being profitable. When you don't trade at all, you are sometimes profitable, because if you don't trade and you don't lose your money, the market is always there. The market is always there waiting for you. So that is also an option, right? Great. So USDJPY, I'm looking for buying opportunities. As I said, my target should be somewhere, should break above this whole level, right? So a breakout, if we see a retest, we should see price move to maybe 140 or 139.000 on USDJPY. Now let's talk about GBP USD. I know you people love trading GBP USD. Let's talk about GBP USD. Now GBP USD is also consolidating, so I want to see this on GBP USD, right? Basically, we are consolidating. So first of all, I will draw my kind of box, in here, right? And I want to see this happen on GBP USD. I want to see price come here first, fake a lot of people again, then we will see this happen. We will see a little trend line from this side, so price would retest this area, then we will see price fall to this whole level. So I want to see GBP USD, my target for GBP USD should be 1.19341. right? I want to see that happen on GBP USD this week, right? I want to see that happen on GBP USD. So that's going to be my target for the week. So this is a 4-hour time frame. But let me kind of go over it again, right? Listen, look at what's happening here. Price is consolidating, right? Price is consolidating, right? So we want to see price come here, right? Then go up here a bit. There would be a clear trend line to be able to draw here. So price needs to come retest this whole area, maybe have a fake out, a spring move, then we would see GBP USD fall to this level. So I want to see 1.19341 on GBP USD. That's going to be my target for this week. All right, so GBP USD, I'm bearish on GBP USD. Monday we would see how market will play around this zone, right, or this level before we look for selling opportunities. Now let's talk about NZD USD. Let's talk about NZD USD. Same analysis. If DXY is bullish, same analysis here. I want to see something. I want to see this, kind of reject this trend line, right? Reject this. Maybe you can see a bullish movement to the upside, then we see a break out below to this level. So for NZD USD, I'm targeting this price 0.6 1989. That should be my target for this week on NZD USD. I hope you guys are writing the targets, right? Because that is what you want to, kind of look out, on the market this week. Now let's talk about the JPYs, the yens, Euro JPY, and what have you. So Euro JPY, yen is bullish. Fundamentally, yen is bullish. That's why when price rejected off the resistance, there was a double top here, right? And price respected a previous support here, and price went up. Price is also respecting another previous support here. So this is what I think on Euro JPY. Price needs to have this kind of movement, right? We need to see price have that kind of, fake out bearish movement. Then we would see something like this, right? We are likely to see something like this. Price breaking off this level, break rate test, then we see price move to the upside. I would love to see again another 144 on Euro JPY. So my target for Euro JPY is 144, so that we have the triple top. All right, the triple top has to be completed. We have one, we have two, there should be a third one before I see a big, bearish, wave to that side. So this week I'll be looking for buys on yen pairs, right? Most of the yen pairs, JPY, Euro JPY, USD JPY. Just name all the yen pairs that GBP JPY too. I'm likely to see some buys too there, though I'm saying GU should sell, but you're likely to see GJ also, buy. I'm going to explain that one later, but I hope you guys do get it. Let me see if you guys are following it. Let me see if you guys are following what I'm trying to say. Ask questions if you have. There's a learning, kind of stream, right? So we are here to learn backtest stuff, explain why we lost money, why we were hitting stop loss, why we were making money. You try to go over the chart and know what you were doing wrong. That's what we are trying to do over here. So let me know if you guys do understand this, right? Maybe 10 comments, then we move on to the next pair. So let me see in the comment section. All right. All right, so we are following you. Thank you. All right, cool. So let's go to the next pair. Someone says USD card would sell. Let's talk about USD. We'll talk about USD card in a bit. Let's talk about Euro odd. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about stocks. I'm going to talk about everything. So just wait for your pair to be, let's just wait for me to talk about your pair. Right now, this is Euro odd is also having the same situation. We have one top here. We should see another resistance here. That's what I think, right? Yen pairs should come and retest a major resistance before it really languishes to the downside. So we are respecting a support here, right? You are respecting a support. The price is respecting a support here. So I would want to see this happen on Euro odd this week. I want to see price, consolidating here. Maybe have a spring phase. We would draw a trend line to this level and would see a breakout to this whole level. So my target for this week on Euro odd, like I said, it has to have or complete a double top, right? So we are going to see the double top at this level, right? That's 1.5387, right? I want to see that happen, right, on Euro odd. So my target for Euro odd should be buys. I'm looking for buys here on Euro pairs, basic, not just Euro odd, but most of the Euro pair, Euro card, and all those things. I'm looking for buys. So you can just kind of break this down to your chart, right? All right, so let's talk about Euro GBP. Same analysis or same setup on Euro GBP. All right, so Euro GBP, same buyers on Euro GBP. I want to see this on Euro GBP. I want to see, listen, look at what price, had here. We had a kind of price giving us this move, that move, another move here, right? That sent the market to the downside. We should have expected price to retest this whole support, but price didn't respect that support. So I think this week we are going to see Euro GBP have that kind of support rate retested, right? So we should see something like this on Euro GBP, right? We should see something like this, a big fake out move, then price goes to the upside to complete the whole resistance over here. So my target for Euro GBP this week should be 0.8700. That's what we see here, right? What we see here, right? I'm going to talk about synthetics. Emmanuel Brown, I'm going to talk about synthetics. Don't worry. Let's finish what we are talking about now. I'm going to talk about gold and everything. Right, so Euro GBP, I'm looking for buys here. My buyers is buys here. My target for this week should be 0.87,000. Right, that should be my target for this week there. Right. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate. And you have suggestions too, don't hesitate to ask. I want to learn from you guys as you guys also learn from me. Yeah. All right, let's talk about gold. Interesting stuff coming on gold this week. Let's talk about gold. Now gold is still ranging, right? We are still seeing gold ranging. Gold is moving to the upside, to the downside, blah 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 blah, right? Gold is still ranging. Now what are we likely to see on gold? Look at this. Let me put it this way. Gold is failing to break above previous resistances. This couldn't break above this, right? This couldn't break above this. Same thing as this failing to break above the previous resistance or the previous wick. So it tells us that there's a lot of momentum to push gold down. There's a whole lot of momentum to push gold down. I wouldn't be surprised seeing gold move to this level, maybe 32, 33, whatsoever you. Then we would see price break down to the whole level. I think 1804 on gold is possible this week. 1804 on gold, because we are going to see a kind of price moving up, then we would have a breakout below to the downside to this level 1804. Right, so my buyers on gold is I'm bearish on gold. Why? Because we are losing the momentum. We are losing a lot of momentum. Price is failing to break the previous highs that they were created, whether weekly, monthly, daily resistance are failing to break. So I see this happening on gold. We should see a rejection. You can see multiple rejections in this area, right? You can see multiple rejections in this area. So we are likely to see that rejection to send price to the downside, right? To send price to the downside somewhere here. So I'll be looking for sells on gold, right? I'll be looking for big sells on gold, right? Price should break below this level and price should retest the major support, right? Price should retest the major support, so we are likely to see gold go to, my target for this week on gold should be 1804, right? So my target for gold this week is 1804. And always know that gold always reacts with or gold always correlates with US 30, right? Gold always correlates with US 30. So gold always correlates with silver, not US 30. Once someone is typing US 30 a lot on the chat, I'm going to block you if you keep on doing that. Don't stress me. I said we are going to talk about a lot of pairs. Wait till is the 10 of US 30. Okay, Pascal. I read somewhere that the big banks usually account to investors around this time. They book profits and close long-term positions. Could this be the reason for the sporadic movement? Yes. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that a bit later. Going to talk about that a bit later. Let's talk about silver. Silver to same buyers. I'm looking for silver to, also very bearish. Price is failing to break above the previous resistances, so we are likely to see silver retest today's old level again. 20.6 my target on silver. All right, 20.6 my target on silver too. All right, so we are likely to see a bearish wave on silver. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Let's talk about Bitcoin before we talk about US30. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin, I explained here. Look at what's happening. Price is currently at a resistance level, right? Price is currently at a resistance level on Bitcoin. I want to see this happen on Bitcoin. If you are going to draw a possible trend line here, right? If we see a breakout of this trend line, should send Bitcoin moving to this direction, right? It wouldn't move to this direction, in like a quick way, right? We should see a breakout, retest, price moves, somewhere like this. Then if it breaks 20k again, or if it retests 20k again, I want to see something like this happen on Bitcoin. I want to see 17.6k happening on Bitcoin this week, right? I want to see that happening on Bitcoin this week. So I'm very, very bearish on Bitcoin. Why? Because I'm bullish on DXY, and I said in the earlier in the video that if DXY is bullish, right, it makes dollar strong, and it makes stocks, commodities, and whatsoever you also very, very bearish. This is on the 4-hour time frame, right? This is on the 4-hour time frame. I'm bullish on gold. DXY went too far. Okay, why are you bullish on gold? Let us know. Always, thanks for your support. We love you from Uganda. Bless. I'm also bullish on gold. That's also nice. That is also nice. Like I said, this is my bias, right? And I explained why. So I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I'm only going to be bullish on Bitcoin if Bitcoin should break above somewhere 23 or 24k. That's where I will change my bias, my whole bias. But currently I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I want to see Bitcoin break below 21k. If it breaks below 21k, I would send Bitcoin to 17k, right? Some are predicting Bitcoin to 9k, 10k. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's talk about US30. All right, so US30 is also bearish to me. I'm also very, very bearish to US30. I want to see this happen on US30, right? Price is currently in a downtrend. We are looking for selling opportunities. Now, this is what we should be looking out for on US30. There's a major resistance here on US30. There's a major resistance here on US30 that should send price to the downside. I want to see something like this on US30, a spring move, maybe Monday, Tuesday, then we should see US30 break to the downside. My target for US30 this week should be 29,600. We are setting everything back, right? So I would want to see some kind of fake out here, some fake out here and there on US30, right, this week. Maybe we should retest 32k, then we would see a break below, but there's a big resistance here and must be respected, and especially when the gaps has already been filled. It makes sense that way. If you come to the 1-day time frame, it's explained this way, right? Look at what we are seeing. We are seeing a major resistance somewhere here, right? So I wouldn't be surprised seeing US30. I took my last trade for US30 was a buy. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked seeing US30 go to 31,600, 700, 800, wherever it wants to consolidate. Then consolidate like what happened here, right? And have another breakout to the downside. But I'll be targeting this level at least 29,600 on US30. Listen, trade what you see, not what you think, or not what you are anticipating. What do you see on the market? Okay, this is what I see on the market, and do what you see on the market. Same buyers on NAS 100. Let's talk about NAS 100 too. NAS 100 too, we are having I wouldn't want to see this happen, but it has to happen. There's a big resistance here on Nasdaq. First resistance failed, gap was filled. There's another resistance here on Nasdaq, right? There's another resistance here on Nasdaq. So I wouldn't be surprised seeing price retest here on Nasdaq before it goes down. So my target for Nasdaq this week is 11,400, but there should be a kind of fake outs, to convince a lot of people that we are back, we are going to hit all-time highs again on stocks. Then the whole move comes out. Remember, next week is NFP, so I think next week's NFP would rather push this market from this upside to this whole side. Right, so just ask me your questions. That is my weekly outlook for this whole week. That is my weekly outlook for this whole week. So just ask me your questions. Let's kind of break. Let me understand what you guys think. Blah blah blah. Then we can, move on. I don't actually trade gold. I'm a quant. I only trade delta, direction neutral, SPS spreads. That's good for you. Do you believe randomness is undefeated? I don't believe. More on Forex pairs. Just let me know the Forex pair. Please talk about the upcoming NF. NFP is next week, not this week. NFP is next week, not this week. Bitcoin on a bearish move. Yes, Bitcoin is bearish to me this week. Bitcoin is bearish to me this week. This week is bearish to me this week. It's bearish to me this week. So why would you be looking for buys on stocks when Bitcoin is crashing? An asset is, you think an asset will crash? Currency pairs, Papi. What do you think about CHF pairs? I would do nothing on CHF pairs. CHF odd pairs, I'll do nothing on them. That's my bias for this week. All right, let's talk about GBP JPY. Let's talk about GBP JPY. All right, so GBP JPY, I'm bearish here. Why? We had this whole area where price, retested this level, had a breakdown, retested a support level, another support level was broken, price retested a resistance, another support level was respected here, price is currently going up. There's a major resistance here. I want to see this happen on GJ. I want to see this happen on GJ before we see a kind of up move to a kind of bullish move to this upside. So I wouldn't be surprised seeing GJ having a double top, because there has to be that double top. That has to be this field. The real double top will come. The real double top has to come somewhere here. Then we would see breaker. This is long term. This is you thinking as a swing trader or as a position trader. But for scalpers, can look for selling opportunities, scalp, get their money and wait for the whole move, and also buy from this support. That's what I'm thinking on GJ. Any analysis that I'm doing is on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, any analysis that I'm doing is on the 4-hour time frame. You mentioned correlation between US30 and USD. All right, so this is what I'm saying. If DXY is strong, that means dollar is strong. There's a lot of printing in the dollar. That means stocks, cryptocurrencies crashes. All right, I don't want that to happen. I don't want stocks to crash. I'm a very big investor in cryptocurrencies, so it's not like I'm telling you fallacies or fantasies for you guys to believe. I'm just trading what I see, not what I want stocks to buy. I want cryptocurrencies to boom. I want to see Bitcoin above 100k. But what is happening on Bitcoin now? That is what I'm more interested in, and I'm trying to make or get opportunities in the current trend of the market. All right. Retailers can't succeed trading forex. That is quite true, but not true. Quite true, but not true. I talked about NZD pairs. What's the meaning of NFT? Google. These are questions that you don't need to, ask me. You have everything on the internet. Retailers can't compete against institutions. Listen, if you're a retail trader, right? Retail trader, you are competing against. I always say this, that every retail trader, you are competing against, market makers. Let me put MM. You are competing against market makers. You are competing against institutions. Institutions are not market makers. They just provide the liquidity for the brokers. Now, and you also, fighting against brokers would also try to, kind of give you high commissions, high leverages, sometimes manipulate the market against you, whatsoever. So a retail trader is very, very difficult to imagine you sitting on your computer with a $50 account and you're fighting against market makers, institutions, brokers, whatsoever. It's very, very tedious. That's why it's not everyone that will succeed. I always say this, that man, listen, trading is going to be this way, right? You are likely not to hit, sometimes you're going to hit stop loss 17 times in a row. You're going to hit stop loss 17 times in a row. And how do you react to hitting stop loss 17 times in a row? That makes you, the kind of tough guy that you claim you are. Right, I remember, was it 2 years ago? That was my worst trading day, my worst trading, time. I was scalping the market. Normally when I'm a swing trader, I'm very, very patient on the market. I want to catch high probability setups. When the market is at the resistance, I look for sells. When the market is at the support area, I look for buys. That's basically what I do. But when it comes to scalping, I want to trade even when the market is at range. I just want to get a small opportunity in the market, take advantage, make my money. And that wasn't my kind of thing. Right, so I was just losing money anyhow, blah blah blah. It was, I think, last 2 years, even last week, last 2 weeks, last year. I haven't had great trading days. These days haven't been great for me. But listen, if you're going to lose, let's say 10 trades in a row, or let's say 3 trades in a row, how do you react to that? How do you react to losing a lot of money over and over and over again? How do you react to it? A lot of people will quit. A lot of people will say, "Nah, that's not for me." But how do you react to it? There's a saying that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You feel me? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Those on the Zoom chat, you can rejoin the link in case this closes. These are the 4-hour time frames. So what I do, I start my analysis with the 1 week time frame, look for the weekly support and resistance, move on to the 1 day time frame, look for my trend, go to the 4-hour time frame, make my analysis, look for opportunities on the 30 minutes time frame. That's basically what I do. I thought after it break the record since 1998, there will be a buy to 140. What pair are you talking about, Shuflos? If crypto isn't a scam, Bob's my uncle. All right, you skipped S&P 500. If you're looking for sells on US 30, you should be doing the same on S&P 500. Yo, man, it's basically that you're going to hit stop loss. You're likely going to hit stop loss 20 times in a row. How do you react in that situation? Are you going to sit your ass down and say, yo, I'm doing something wrong? Should I, figure out why am I doing this or what's happening? What exactly is making me lose a lot of money? What exactly is making me hit a lot of stop loss these days? Sometimes I ask myself that. You have to, how you react through tough times is going to make you great. It's going to make you real confident, because listen, you've been through a lot. For me, I've seen everything there is to see here. I've lost 40Ks, I've lost 60Ks, I've lost 10K, I've blown small accounts, I've blown large accounts. There's nothing more for me to see here. Until you get to that level that it's like you are immune. It's just like betting. A lot of people will tell you this, that they've gotten to that level that they've lost monies betting, and it doesn't surprise them, or it doesn't move them if Manchester United spoils their bet tickets. Yeah, guys, come on, you guys understand what I'm saying, right? You guys understand what I'm saying. Always please talk about ICTMs, SMs. I'm not here to talk about someone's strategy. I'm here to talk about what I see on the market. Yeah. But if anything that works for you, my friend, don't listen to anybody. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. That's my advice. You are likely to hit USD/JPY. Right, so USD/JPY break the 136 record, yes, since 19, yes. So let's see what happens. It's currently consolidating. Like I said, we need to see a break above this level, and there should be a kind of ghost trend line, right? A kind of ghost trend line to this, like something like this. So we should see something, this fall first, then break out, retest to this level, right? Can you also, yes, you can also find one opportunities in a 1 hour time frame. But what I do on the 1 hour time frame is I use 1 hour time frames for confirmations. I want to confirm, okay, the analysis that I did on the 4 hour time frame, does it really respect the zones, the wicks, the candle patterns that I'm looking for? The market structure, does it respect it? Does it respect it? All right, so tomorrow is we're in June, yeah. So tomorrow is 27th till 1st July. Wow, July came pretty quick. So tomorrow is Monday. Monday we are trading technicals, no fundamentals tomorrow on the market. Tomorrow we are looking for USD news, 10 a.m. my time. No trading day on Wednesday for Euro pairs. Though there's going to be an Euro news. Now, anytime you see speaks, leave it, right? It doesn't really, it's a minor news. Speaks, there's going to be meetings. Whenever there are meetings, decisions, whatsoever, it means that you are waiting. Right? You are basically waiting. Thursday we have the CPI. There's not the main CPI, so don't get too lousy about this. And we don't have a lot of fundamentals this week. Odumja Elvis Miamenie. How do you get your entries? Okay, so entries on the 30 minutes time frame, man. My entries has to correlate on whatever analysis that I'm doing, So for example, if I say I'm looking for sells for buys on USD card, right? Whatever analysis that I make on whatever analysis I make on the 4 hour time frame would reflect here, right? So if I say I'm looking for sales to this level, we can see a breakout of this level, a retest, then price will go to this target. If this is my target, that means I want to wait for price to react and break above this level. Roman, what's up? I want to see price break above this level before I take my buys. Do you get it? Poor speech always causes volatility. It causes fake outs, not volatility. It causes fake outs. Speeches, they all causes fake outs. Stay away from trading speeches. That's my own experience. Weekly USD/JPY looks like a great fall coming. It's possible. Like I said, I want to see I want to see this happen, right? I want to see the breakout of this whole level rate test, then I would buy to this level. I want to see that happen. If that doesn't happen, that means my bias would be wrong. If that breaks out to this level, that means, and the price doesn't have a breakout, that means there's nothing to do here. I don't just change my bias to look for sales. Listen, whatever analysis you make on a Sunday, stick to it throughout the week. If your bias is a sell on Sunday, don't let market movement make you change your bias. Listen, you only think way before analyzing the market, but after analyzing the market and you see price moving, you no longer think. Your thinking process has stopped. You now be looking for, if let's say you were bearish on US, if I'm bearish on US 30 this week and I see US 30 buying, I'm done. US 30 is done for me that week. There are a lot of pairs, there are thousands of pairs to trade. You feel me? So if you are looking for, if your bias is buys and you come to the market Monday, Tuesday, it's not buying, it's selling, leave it. You are done. Don't change your bias to look for sales. And people ask me always, how do I now, have a solid psychology? You only have a solid psychology when you are following your rules, your trading plan, your psychology. When whatever you've written down, I'm going to take 2 trades today. I'm going to trade New York session. I'm going to trade this. I'm going to risk 1%. If you are going to risk 2% and your plan was to risk 1%, of course, you were not ready to lose 2%, or you are not ready to lose 10%. Of course, it's going to affect your psychology. So for me, the only solution to psychology is that psychology books that you guys have been reading, what have you, is just to stay disciplined. Respect your trading plan. If you're taking 2 or 3 trades a day, respect that. Do as do as you are looking for. When it comes to trading, we don't really care about who the best trader is. The focus is to make money. Exactly. Not just making money, but living the life. Money is just a tool, right? Money is just a tool. Let's look at some synthetic movements. Synthetic, I hit stop loss 2 times today on the synthetic step index. I'm looking for it to punish it, right? So step index, I wasn't patient. Why did I lose? Listen, price rejected this level. There was a strong resistance here, so I was looking for sales here. Price broke above. I was looking for sales around this level. It's currently retesting this level, but I hit stop loss before the whole direction happened. But let's see what happens. Definitely I'll get that big sales coming on step index. For VIX 75, let's talk about VIX 75. Let's talk about VIX 75. Let's talk about VIX 75. Same buyers on VIX 75. I want to see this. Right, I want to see this happening on VIX 75. There should be a rejection to this level, right? I want to see my stop loss is below this level, and there should be price, get to this level. So let's see what happens on VIX 75, right? The goal is to leave the trench. Exactly. 2 years ago, I was in the trenches, so I've been able to leave the trench. Right. Always, can you check USD card? Okay, let's check USD card. Alright, so yes, everyone is looking for bearish opportunities on USD card, but hey, look at what's happening here. There's a support here, so you want to look out for that support and see what happens here. It's possible. Anything is possible. There's a big support playing around this level. So if you're going to draw your key level around this level, you see that you are going to be looking for rejections. Instead of looking for sales, you're looking for rejections. All right. Always, GBP USD has a promising upside before dropping. Let's look at that. GBP USD has a promising upside. Yes, it's possible. It's very, very possible. Because if price breaks above this level, there's a resistance here, can come here before going to. It's also possible, my brother. Very, very, very possible. But I just want to see this happen, this happen quickly. No time, no time. Right, no time. Always respond to Stephen Osei. What did Stephen Osei say? Stephen Osei, where are you? What did he say? What did Stephen Osei say? Always gold. G7 countries have just placed a ban on Russian gold, and which is the largest gold exporter, and mine. Therefore, demand could possibly be high, and also because inflation is overall bullish. What should I say on that? Listen, let me show you. I'm in Russia, so I follow Russian stocks. Let me show you Russian stock. This is Sibir Bank. Let me show you something on futures. Now, Russian stocks is, listen, what you guys perceive out there isn't how everything is. What the media tell you guys about Russian stocks, Russian economy isn't as it is. Listen, let me show you something. Now, this is this is Sibir Bank. Good. Now, this is Sibir Bank, one of the biggest banks in Russia, currently consolidating, right? If you are to tell me that Russia's gold has been banned, blah blah blah, whatsoever. Russia, yes, is one of the biggest exporter of gold, but also know that Russia also supplies other Western countries with oil, right? And if the economy is going to do well, that means there has to be foreign investors, paying into what their country's economy, or the country's crewage, right? So look at this. Before I come to Sibir Bank, let's talk about USD ruble. Let's talk about USD ruble. Let's talk about USD ruble. I saw USD ruble fall from 160 to 51 in a space of 2 months. Right now, if the economy of a country is having high, rates, that means the economy is that means you are going to see high supply of products, high supply of core products like oil, petrol prices will be high, products will be high, the price of foodstuffs will be high. It's basically you trying to understand, okay, if USD is strong, that means the economy is doing bad, and that leads to the fall of stocks and cryptocurrencies. Understand that. Now let's talk about rubles. If the economy of rubles is also down, understand it that way, that means it implies that the economy of Russia is doing well. And if it's doing well, that means you're going to see the price of petrol decrease, the price of products becomes cheap. Economically, it's going to be good for the Russian citizen. But foreign wise, it's going to be bad for those foreign investors or foreigners living in that country. Because if I'm going to convert, let's say, USD to ruble now, if I convert, let's say, 100 USD to ruble, I'm going to just get just 5,000 rubles, and I used to get 16,000 of that. So imagine I used to get 16,000 of that, and now I get 5,000 of that. That means that there's been a big decrement for me. You get it? So for me, so if you're going to tell me that Russian economy is not doing well because of what the media out there is telling you, my friend, Russian economy is now the best performer, when it comes to economic wise. And if I told you guys something about correlating USD ruble with gold, if gold has been banned in Russia, and Russia is one of the largest producer of gold, what is the sense in it? How can one of the largest producer of gold be banned? Like how does that make, how senseful, like I don't know even what to say. How does that even beat to your mind? So please ignore those media outrages you guys have been seeing. There's more to these stories that you guys see. There's always more to it, right? So I see I would love to see USD rubles come up to those 160 days where I convert $100 and I'll be getting 16,000 rubles or 8,000 rubles or 9,000 rubles. Now we are just getting 5,000 rubles. Very bad for me as a foreigner, but for a Russian citizen, they don't even care about dollars. everything is cheap for them, and that's what makes them what they are. Oh, yeah, you still have channel for people who pass Profem. Yes, I do have a channel for people who wants to pass Profem. Please enlighten us about Palm account. Just Google Palm account, right? Just Google Palm. I'll make time for that, but just Google Palm. Everything is there. This is in Russian, so just Google it, and you have to. Please check Euro USD. We've already checked Euro USD. Oh, do you use Finvex? I used to, but I don't anymore. I used to use Finvex, but I don't anymore. I hit 128 winners of 10% or more in a row. Ask how. Nice. All right, so let me leave you guys here. I think that's that for the weekly outlook. Go over the weekly outlook and watch the weekly outlook. It's tomorrow. I'm starting live streams here. So tomorrow we are going to meet. I think 13 o'clock GMT. We're going to meet 13 o'clock GMT for the live trading session. I'm going to trade live. I'm back trading YouTube on YouTube. And listen, I'm going to also, let me tell you this, those in Ghana and those in Nigeria, I'm providing 1,000 jobs, 1,000 online jobs for the youth, right? And ask me, how do you now get access to this, right? Spread the word. It's basically I think I have an event in UPSA, I have an event in Sunyane, I have an event in KNUS, Nigeria, South Africa. So there's going to be forms at the venue, right? There's going to be forms at the venue. What you only need to do is come and fill the form. We are going to be looking for just 250 people for the first phase. There's going to be just 1,000 forms available, but we are just going to be looking for 250 people to give the jobs to. So what do I mean by giving the job to 250 people? We are going to pay these people 350 cedis a week. I don't know if you convert that to dollars. It's going to be, I don't know if it's small or big, but this 350 cedis a week is something, good for someone, for a youth in Ghana, or Nigeria, because if convert this to naira or cedis, it's something that someone can feed on. So we are providing this to 250 people, and the only way to get this is, be at the venue of the tour where I'm coming at. Come and fill the form. There are going to be 1,000 forms. You are going to pick 250 people. Just list a reason why we should give you the job, and I'm going to explain what job you are going to do. We are going to add you to a group. We are going to have a meeting, explain the job. You are going to submit your payment method. Every weekend you get 50 cedis plus commissions. So that is something that I want to do for the youth. That's one thing. Second thing is bringing up my own prop firm. That should be synthetics. There's no synthetic prop firm currently, and I want to be the first guy to bring that out, to launch my own prop firm, trading synthetics. I want to be the first guy to do that. And also my broker, for now we'll chill on the broker part. Let's first get people the job. Let's launch the prop firm, and we'll talk about the broker. I hope you guys don't have any question, right? I hope you guys don't have any
We are okay.
All right, so I think we should end for the week. So see you guys in Nigeria, see you guys in Ghana. For those that want
I'm in Ghana.
All right, so I'll see you on the venue. I want to take pictures with
At
you. Fill the form. Yes.
I'm in Accra.
Bring a lot of people. Bring a lot of friends.
Sure.
Let's try to fill the auditorium. And then, guys, tomorrow live trading streams. I want to see everyone there, right? I want to see everyone.
Please, will you send a Zoom link?
Yes, I'll send a Zoom link to the channel, to the one-on-one page.
Right. Okay, sure.
When are you coming to Germany? Germany, I'll be coming to Germany in August, right? I'll be coming to Germany in August. So yes, so $45 a week isn't bad, guys. It's not bad for a student. It's not bad, because I don't want to compare this with nurse's salary or anyone's salary, but 350 a week, a month, that means you are receiving roughly 1,002 or something cedis a week. It's good. It's good. Right, so I want to see everyone at the venue. God bless everyone, and let's have a blissful trading week. I wish everyone luck, great luck.
Okay,
God bless
thank
you for
you.
joining. We thank God for a successful meeting. In Jesus' name, I we prayed. Amen. So see you guys tomorrow. I'm out.